Hi, I'm Holly Rose, the Community Services Director for FRAXA Research Foundation. I'm joined by Katie Clapp, President and co-founder of FRAXA, to present the FRAXA Ingenuity Award. The FRAXA Ingenuity Award recognizes an innovative approach to moving Fragile X research forward despite challenges and insurmountable odds. This year's Ingenuity Award goes to Dr. Elizabeth Berry-Kravis, or as many of us in the community know her, Liz, EVK, and friend. Dr. Berry-Kravis is the co-director of the Molecular Diagnostics section of the Genetic Laboratory at Rush University in Chicago. She is regarded as one of the leading Fragile X doctors in the world, with degrees and certifications in pediatrics and neurology. At the age of 12, Liz knew she wanted to grow up to study the brain. She shared that in 7th grade, she remembers sitting and thinking, I really wish I knew what was going on in the brain chemically and in the cells that are allowing me to think these thoughts right now. Liz has authored over 6 articles, led numerous studies, advocated for change at the federal level, and more. Beyond her professional work, she is an avid runner and has been known to run in a 5K, half or full marathon to raise awareness for Fragile X. For all of these reasons and so many more, FRAXA Research Foundation honors Dr. Berry-Kravis with the FRAXA Ingenuity Award.
Liz, it's our pleasure to present this award to you and to share with the community just how hard you've worked over the years and the amazing ingenuity you've shown in getting things done no matter what it took. This Tetra trial over the last year is a success because you picked up and drove hours upon hours to meet families at their own homes, held meetings, you did whatever you needed to get this done. And I remember previous trials, the resources, the thoughtfulness, the solutions you came up with to make those trials affordable for FRAXA. I can't tell you how much it's meant to us and all the families who have benefited and will benefit. So thank you, Liz. You've really deserved this award.
Well, I want to thank you, and I'm going to hold up the award so everyone can see it. We can zoom in. This is really, really nice, and I couldn't be honored more than to receive this from FRAXA. And I know we did have to use quite a bit of ingenuity with the budgets early on, but FRAXA did provide that seed funding that got us going on our very first trial with an ampakine in 2002. And the amount we learned from that first trial was humongous because no one had done a trial like that in Fragile X before. And so that, moved us forward into the next project and the next one, and consistently FRAXA funded the early work that we could not get industry funding for or NIH funding for because the project just wasn't far enough along. So that allowed us to use some ingenuity to take the jump into something new that hadn't been done before. So we got a lot of the early tools thanks to FRAXA and to our budgeting expertise at the institution to really empower me as well as those I work with to move on to get bigger funding from industry and from NIH. And I think the early trials, we gave into the FDA, we learned a lot from what we did. And I think we're getting closer. I think the most recent trial is a measure of our success, that we had some outcomes that are more appropriate for Fragile X, and we were able to show that they worked with the Tetra drug. So we have a lot of work still to do with FDA. We have a long road, but I'm confident that we've learned some of the things that we need to learn to actually get drugs approved, to improve the quality of life of those with Fragile X. And you can know that I won't stop until we are there. That is my plan, as long as nothing gets too much in my way, but I am pretty good at rolling over obstacles. And so I think with ongoing use of ingenuity and persistence, because persistence of a marathoner is another thing that we've needed to kind of roll through all these years, I think we are going to get there, and we are going to have new treatments that target the disorder in Fragile X syndrome.
Liz, thank you again for all you have done and will continue to do on behalf of those living with Fragile X syndrome. Your dedication to our families is awe-inspiring, and we could not navigate this journey without you.
Congratulations, Liz, and I'm looking forward to our joint celebration of success.
Yes, thank you so much. We will have a big party when it happens.
Yes,
Yes, we will.
we will.